ready for episode 12?
Yeah, sure.
Do it.
All right, ready, Lisa? We're going to do a stupid thing that I always do. All right, you ready? Okay. Been a long week. Oh, jeez. It seems like we haven't met in forever.
Oh, right?
Lisa, thank you so much for coming back again. I know.
Hey,
I know.
happy to
Last
be
week
here.
your schedule was much, but you were able to squeeze us in. Okay. So last time you were in the hallway, and at the end of the hallway was a green stone face. So I can read you some flavor text. Let's see here. Page 133. Okay. A moss-covered corridor extends beyond where you are. Tree roots hang from the sagging ceiling, and the air reeks of rot and damp. Ahead, a bas-relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorns the wall. The devil's open mouth is a well of utter darkness. So it's about... You're on one end of a hallway. At the other end, on the opposite wall, is the devil face. And I believe there is... Let's see. I just want to see how much space... I think it's about 30 feet from here. Yeah. There it is. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. It's actually 80 feet away. And on the floor, there are some patches of moss. And there's roots dangling down from the ceiling. And Nefer's like, What happened?
Welcome to the group, friend. Looks like we're adventuring together.
And the monkey's like, Zavagor like climbs into your pack.
Does this happen to you often?
Not really. I kneel down, look at the floor, and look at the walls and stuff. Do I know anything about that devil face? Have we seen it before? Has it been associated with anything?
Make an Arcana.
18.
You might have heard that the wizard Asarak is kind of linked to that kind of image.
Okay.
It's like his,
mutter
like his logo.
Okay, I'll mutter his name, Asarak. The name Asarak. I've heard of that symbol. I've heard of it. I've seen it in text before. I'll just point towards the symbol. There's a deadly evil wizard named Asarak. He uses it as his sign.
Nefer says, "How long was I asleep? What year is this?"
7 months? I don't know.
Yeah.
You've been out for a long time, buddy.
Is this the future? Or the distant past?
Nice. So there's like nothing behind us. It's just like a closed off hallway.
Is the
Wait,
amulet
and the patches
still
of moss, do they like are they directly below the vines from the ceiling? Like, do they line up?
Not particularly, no.
Okay.
The amulet, you got a glimpse of that amulet, and it looks like a snake head, right? And you immediately recognize this thing, I think. There's a thing called the Dreamer's Amulet, and it's linked to Dendar. And the Wan-Ti wanted to bring that to Portnai and Zaro because it gives the Wan-Ti special powers and foresight and stuff. You also know it was made by hags, and that the hags messed with it somehow. So, you know that in your hands, the Dreamer's Amulet might do really cool things. Just so you know.
But it's not here anymore.
It's in his backpack.
Okay.
In the dream.
Nefer says, if this is a dream, are we dreaming? Is it my dream? Am I dreaming you?
Ramrod punches bird guy in the shoulder really hard.
Just roll the hit. I just want to see if you can.
17.
Oh, you hit him really hard. Only has 13 hit points. He's like, oh! He's just, I'm going to check one thing. I don't know if you guys know this in a dream. If you spin around, supposedly that lets you take control of your dream. I don't know if you've ever done that. Or you look at your hand, you have 6 fingers. Those are tricks to lucid dreaming, supposedly. But he tries and nothing happens. And you guys only have your regular amount of fingers. So I guess
Okay.
this is some weird magical thing.
This is what comes of fools playing with our artifacts.
Okay.
Oh, is this your doing, humility?
I don't believe so. That one, and I'll point at Ramrod, touched the amulet right before we were moved to this location.
This doesn't happen in Kir Sabal.
Where is Kir Sabal?
Well, actually, that's where we, the Arakocra, live. There are a couple of your kind there. You know, we could use the ritual of the 7 winds on you, my friend. That might help you get to where you're going much faster.
What is that?
It grants you the power of flight.
Oh, that could be handy.
There's also someone that would really want to meet you there, but I can't say more.
Why can't you say?
He looks at humility, not you, though.
I would love to
No.
go to Kir Sabal, though.
No offense. You might have to wait outside, my lady.
Okay. Well, we can worry about that when we get out of this strange dream world. And Mistletoe, kind of walks towards the green devil face, but I'd like to look around, because if he knows enough about Azarak to see its symbol, then perhaps he knows that he's fond of traps. So maybe I'll just take a look at this hallway as I go forward and see if there's anything I should be wary of.
Make a perception.
Perception is a 19.
Up ahead on the floor, about 20 feet away, you see one stone that's got weird little seams on it. And it's set a little higher than the rest of them
Okay.
in the floor.
Alright. I'll kneel down near it and point it out to Ramrod. If he's nearby, it's we should avoid stepping on traps. This wizard's known for traps.
Okay, you're
I'm
about 30 feet down the hallway. What do you want to do now?
Avoid that stone in particular and maneuver around it and get closer to the devil face.
Ramrod follows.
Mistletoe, make another perception.
8.
So, you spotted that pressure plate. You
Yeah.
avoid it, you keep going, but then you step on another one. Ba-dunk! So all of a sudden...
Okay. Crap.
From the walls come a bunch of darts that fly at you. Here we go.
Okay.
15?
That'll hit.
14?
That will not hit.
20. So 3 hit. Let me do the critical first. Critical. Alright, I'll just do this guy. 1. Okay. So from the
Wait, how many hits, Sean?
3.
Because the 14 did not hit.
Oh, the 14 didn't hit. So 2 hit.
No.
So first we'll do the critical. So you take 3 from that and make a Constitution saving throw.
19.
Ooh, okay. And then you take another 2 and make one more Constitution saving throw. Oh, you actually take half damage. Okay, hold on. Go ahead, roll that. What'd you get?
That one I got a 13.
Okay, so you made one save and you failed one. So just from the regular
Okay.
dart, I think you took a total of 5. Now, you failed one check, so you take 14 poison. You made the other, so you take 7 poison. So you guys see him step on this thing, and all of a sudden from the walls, dart, 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 dart. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Jeez.
The monkey
Okay.
scrambles over and starts pulling the darts out of you.
Okay.
Is Toe, are you poisoned?
Yep. I'll just stumble back and just sit down and pluck the other poison out and go. Yeah. He hides them really, really well.
It's good for what ails you.
All right, I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself to get a little bit back. The cure's 11. I'm still really hurt. I'm Probably couldn't survive another trap like that.
Ramrod's going to step up and take the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's going to take out one of his javelins and use the butt end and start doing this along the floor.
Make a perception.
This is probably going to be bad. 12.
Do it again.
3.
Oh, okay. So you had advantage. So you're pulling around, which is a very good idea. But unfortunately, you pull another pressure plate. And here, 4 darts come at you. This is as Nefer says, they really made darts more strong in the future, didn't they? Plus 8.
Futuristic darts.
16. 16.
That's a power score.
It does like it spins as it hits you. Yeah. In slow motion. And there's like little dust motes that kind of... And then there's like a X-ray camera as it goes in and the poison goes into your blood.
Awesome.
What a power score. Missed the second one. Hit the third one.
Pupils dilate.
Fourth one. All right, so you're going to take a total of 6 regular.
Okay.
And now make 3 Constitution saving throws.
21.
Made it.
8.
Failed it.
18.
Made it. So you take a total of 28 poison.
Ouch.
And the monkey jumps over and starts pulling the darts out.
Okay, we've got to figure out how to identify these things, because if I get hit by those, I'm going down. I will die. Those places, do they like rise back up after they're done?
No.
No? Okay. So I'm going to start using prestidigitation to like put Blade Fang's mark on the plates that have gone down. And I'm going to try and like keep an eye out looking for other things I can like mark with prestidigitation.
What does the Blade Fang's mark look like? Is it a mouth with sword teeth?
That's pretty metal. It's pretty good.
Humility is going to take one of the little darts that you guys have plucked out and thrown on the floor, and she's just kind of like holding it up, taking her little snake tongue out and like dropping little bits of whatever the green liquid coming out of them is, and just kind of tasting it. It has an odd flavor, but she doesn't seem affected by the poison.
Cool. Maybe you should go in front since you're not affected by poison.
I suppose I will go forward with Dendar's blessing, and I will stride forward confidently while also looking at the floor for pressure plates.
The monkey sees her lick a dart, so it like holds up a dart.
Nope,
I
smacked the
take
monkey.
the dart. I'll take the dart away.
No.
All right, you walk. Make a perception. Humility.
Okay, let's see if I can do better than single digits this time. 18 plus stuff. 19.
As you carefully walk, you see no more pressure plates. And how close do you want to get to this devil face embedded in the wall?
I will get within 15 feet first, and then I'll see what happens or doesn't happen.
Okay, nothing happens. You see the face, and the mouth is open, and there's just like total darkness inside the mouth.
I shall complain loudly that I don't understand what these other adventurers were doing. There's nothing to worry about here.
Ramrod's going to walk up behind her and take his javelin and just chuck it into the mouth to see what happens.
Make a roll to hit. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage? 13.
It goes in. The whole... It's like a sort of a shimmer. And after a moment, the javelin comes flying back out.
Oh, nice.
Misses you, though. Nefer says, it's not a garbage can.
Oh.
That's odd. Perhaps we should put the monkey inside.
Does it flying out and landing on the floor and stuff trigger any other traps?
No.
Darts everywhere.
Well, now that we've gotten to this thing, are we able to inspect it more closely and see if there's, I don't know, some kind of lock or lever or
You start to investigate it,
door.
and Zavagor and Mistletoe, you sense there's somebody behind you.
Okay, we turn.
A blue-skinned old woman with a sack on her head. It's stitched to her neck, and there's one hole in it. And she's kind of hovering and twitching. She's got long claws. And she's got all sorts of paraphernalia hanging from her, like trinkets and vials.
Okay.
Bam, are you lost? Okay.
The bag begins moving as if there's things in it, other than her head.
I would like to touch the bag.
Oh, you're coming close? Okay, so you stride past everybody, and you touch the bag? Okay. A snake pops out, a viper. And it, looks at you and goes, what do you do?
I kind of do my human impression of a smile, and I wave at it, and then I hiss back.
It says, "We need your hair or blood. Give it to us."
Is this a snake thing, a dendor thing? I'm getting the dagger out.
Okay, she reaches out and grabs your hair and is pulling you closer.
Oh, rude.
What do you do?
I'm just letting it happen.
Mistletoe, you feel strange fey energy surging through you.
Okay.
You suddenly
Is
feel
that a
like
normal thing?
you could turn into like a living cyclone or something if you wanted to.
Okay.
I do.
Do you resist it, or do you go ahead and just let it out?
I'm hesitant to actually turn into a living cyclone at this moment.
Make a constitution to fight off the change.
Oh boy.
Cyclone?
Okay.
Like your hair's like...
Constitution, you said?
Yeah.
Is there any like visible signs of him like resisting?
Yeah, he's all
something?
windy. Everything's blowing around.
Yeah. Ramrod's
Constitution,
inching
you
closer
said?
to the monkey, and he's kind of like grabbing the monkey close.
All right, my Constitution saving throw was a 12.
You are a living cyclone. You can fly.
All right.
You've got swords. You're kind of like a living blade barrier, but you're...
Blade NATO.
Yes, you're a blade NATO.
Okay.
Everybody else is in like slow motion. What do you want to do?
I don't go around humility and try to pick up the bag lady.
Okay. You're gonna try to catch her in your cyclone. Okay.
Yes.
So you go there in slow motion. The snake goes into the bag, and out of the bag comes an angry dog. It starts
Okay.
barking, and
Yeah.
one of your blades strikes her. She screams, and then everything goes black, and you all wake up in the blue stone room. And
Blue stone.
Zavagor, your Dreamer's amulet is glowing extremely brightly, and it's quite warm. But you're probably not. Fire's your thing, so it feels like it almost could burn you. But
I jump over and like shut the backpack. I'm like, that place sucked.
I agree.
Yeah.
I liked the part with the viper, but the part with the dog, I did not like as much.
It's like we're reviewing a movie.
But what a twist ending. It's like I'm that Shyamalan.
Oh wow.
Nefer says,
I was a
I
cyclone.
wouldn't
all
joke around. Yeah, are we back in caveman times, or
I don't know. Why don't you go out and check?
did we change the past?
Please let me have a space gun. Please let me have a space gun. Please let me have a space
Is
gun.
everything different now?
Oh, I look around at the cave and I say it doesn't appear to have aged in here. It's the same moss that was there when we went to sleep. So
So you're all gonna go to sleep.
yeah.
I
Well,
will
I am.
watch.
You're gonna keep watching the watchkeeper, Ramrod.
Yeah.
Zavagor stays up this time.
I'd like
I'm
to
Good idea.
to check my hair to see if like any little pieces or snippets are missing.
You notice on the ground there's a lock of your hair, and actually near each of them there's a lock of their hair on the ground as well.
Wow.
Ah,
What if we don't have any hair?
You take them. Well, the armpit hair for you probably.
Oh, fair enough.
Or
You're
actually, okay, wait. You don't have any hair. There's a little cut on you, and there's a little bit of blood on the ground.
Cut on my head?
The claw wounds that you got from my awesome power scores, or nat 20s, I don't know what it was. It looks like she reopened one of those, or someone might have reopened them, and so some blood that trickles down your awesome pec to the ground, pools ever so slightly.
Okay.
You just a little, you're so vascular that it's easy to find a vein, and blood just, explodes out, pressed out by the muscle, and your mighty beating heart. So,
Nice.
Humility, you kind of quietly grab their hair and blood.
Yeah, I'll use some of the hair to kind of like mop up the blood. I'll add it to my collection.
All right. So, you're gonna rest for the rest of the night.
Yes.
All right.
I am.
Next day, after all that weirdness, you had set up rain catchers, and you got a ton of water, so you're good for that. You're gonna head back into the jungle to try to get closer to this lost city of Omu.
Well, we didn't really get good directions except for what the Terrafolk said, and didn't what's his face say there was something at let's check my notes here. Kirsabal, yeah, that's it. Did he want us to journey there? Because he seemed like really keen on it.
Very much so.
He said we could fly.
Very much so. We can help you. You'll be safe
Cool.
there. And there's someone who will really want to meet you.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but why?
Yes. It's too important.
You didn't even know us until we started murdering things with you. So how do you know that they want to talk to us?
Oh, look, I can't say more. But what I can say is, you can trust me. Do you trust me? The Aarakocra are good. We work with the Wind Dukes. We are on the side of law. You will be safe with us. We can help you. We can give you the power of flight, and you will be able to find your city in no time.
That's the selling point for me. The flying
Now,
thing.
I can fly. Now that I'm fully rested, my wings are refreshed, and I can fly there now, and we will prepare for your arrival. And I will give you...
Or you could lead us. We're really, really not good at finding places, so maybe you could lead us.
I will make
there.
you a map. If I don't return, they're going to send out search parties who might get attacked by those Terrafolk.
Oh, okay. A map would be really appreciated.
I make you a map.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. A copy.
You are a very fast
copy?
photographer.
I suppose I can make you a copy.
Okay. Map of...
Humility, you might have a separate room, just so you know.
Ramrod can't figure out why anyone would leave humility behind.
I don't know why my other party deserted me here.
Okay.
Nefer says, I owe you my life, friends. I look forward to seeing you at Kirsabal. We will have a great feast. And you will meet the princess. I've said too much. He flies away.
Why would that be too much?
He flies away!
He's bird things.
Cursing himself. No! No!
I've said too much.
No! It's raining.
We have a monarchy.
It's raining out, and are you ready to continue? You're going to follow his map?
Yeah, we're going to follow up, and we're going to make sure that while it's raining that we catch some rain if we need to.
Okay. All right, so you begin traveling through the jungle. As you're foraging, want to make a foraging check, anybody?
Sure.
Oats.
Well, we got a 23.
The monkey swings on vines next to you guys. Kind of follows along.
I ask it if he knows Chunka.
Are you
The
using
monkey.
Speak with Animals or whatever?
Sure, yes. Why not?
Jeez.
Unplanned for events. Thanks, players.
As we're walking, Humility is just talking about how she's really looking forward to feasting at Kirsabal. The Aarakocra are good. She usually prefers her food raw, but they're delicious, slightly roasted.
You're talking about the food, not them, right?
Oh, honey,
Ramrod's Ramrod's listening
understand
intently.
the
He's pretty
distinction.
hungry. He's like, oh.
So what do you say to the monkey?
I said, hello there. Do you know my friend Chonka? She's from a family not far from here, up the river.
He says, no.
No?
Nope.
Okay. Where are you from?
Jungle. My name's Pedra.
Petra.
Yeah.
Petra. Okay. Nice to meet you, Pedra.
This is my
Why
voice.
Are you... Yeah, I know. It's very similar to other monkey voices.
No.
No? You're
we
a
all
monkey?
have different ones.
Oh, okay. Pedra the monkey.
Is our conversation over?
If you want it to be. If you want it to be, but you know...
questions for me?
Yeah, how did you stumble upon that one? Humility over there.
She stepped on me. And
Yeah.
and fought a guy.
Yep.
And then I ran away. And then your friend saved me.
Yep.
And then we're all friends.
Do you want to stick with us? Do you want to stick with us?
For a while, maybe.
Okay. Okay, just know that you're always welcome with us, and conversations like this are things I really enjoy, and we'll have plenty of them in the future.
I don't.
Just stick around.
I have social anxiety.
That's okay. Well, I'll help work you through
I don't have
that.
a lot to say. I feel weird.
That's all good. You can be useful to
People
us.
make
It's
fun of me because of my voice, so.
No, really? People do all the time? I think
The
your
other
voice is lovely.
monkeys do.
All the other monkeys. Well, you can just stick with us. You know, you don't need to be with the monkeys.
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Okay. This will continue on for a while, so we can just...
Oh, the spell ran out.
No, 24 hours, mate.
Ah!
Oh.
Laryngitis. I didn't get a duck. Alright. So, as you're foraging, you find a group of citrus trees that have bright green fruits on them. The tree has a lot of holes in it. Hey, the tree has a lot of holes in it.
Yes, it does.
Mistletoe. Beller.
Yes, Petra. Petra, could you go out and run and get me some of those fruits? I need a sample for my book.
Yes. Pedro runs.
Go on, then.
Swing, swing, swing. Lands on the trunk. Goes to grab a fruit. Something comes out of one of the holes and wraps around his neck. It's a big snake. He falls to the ground. Ah! Ah! What do you guys do?
I asked the snake to not eat by the monkey, and I asked the snake its name and about its family. If it too would like to join us on our magical journey through the jungle.
Okay. Okay. My name. Oh, shit, I died. My name is Philanthus. And
Philanthus.
this monkey was coming to our domicile.
Oh, well, we just wanted the fruit. You don't eat the fruit, right?
No.
Oh. So if we just take the fruit, you won't miss it,
Okay.
and everybody will be fine.
I suppose I'd better get back in my hole now.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
You gonna
Go
get back
on.
in my hole?
Yeah, you're off the hook. Yeah.
Oh,
Just leave the monkey and the fruit.
okay.
Okay. Bye.
I
Have a
should
wonderful
warn you
life.
that there's others in there.
There are other, snakes?
A whole society. A whole society.
Oh, you're aching. Oh. Rather.
I feel a certain kinship with your friend over there. I like her scales. I like her scales.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you want to go over and chat with her, she probably knows how to speak to you. You could have a lovely conversation.
Do you?
I don't, but I can try and convince it I mean it no harm. But also, I'm gonna take out my flute and just do kind of snake charmer music.
You start playing your flute.
Whole society just comes out.
You start playing your flute. At first, Philanicus or whatever starts, and then out of the holes of the trees, all the snakes are like doing it.
Oh gosh, that is a terrifying sight.
This is why we came here, yes?
And there's other trees with them too, so you're kind of surrounded by trees with all these snakes like.
Okay,
And it
while the
almost
snakes
feels
are
like
charmed.
they're completely under her control. That's kind of how it feels.
That's cool. While all the dangerous snakes are there, I'll grab the green fruit from my book, and we can just leave them and get safely beyond the
Is
snakes.
the sweetheart you married the husband you expected him to be? Has the war created new problems for you in your marriage?
Yes, Philanicus the snake.
My friends want to know if she wants us to do anything. She's incredibly charming, and we would like to learn more. This is the most wonderful thing we've ever heard.
I pass this information on to Humility. I say they are really charmed by your playing, and they want to know if there's anything they can do for you.
Would they like to join us on our journey to Kir Sabal? I hear there will be food.
All right.
I pass
Hundreds of
this on.
snakes pour out of the trees and kind of
Yes.
all just cover the ground all around you guys in a big circle. And they all like
Nice.
look
This
up
Get a
at
snake army?
they look up at Humility like looking for approval, you know.
Yep. They want to know if you approve of this.
I
Approve, and as the character, I act as a translator to the snake army.
In
For their
our
new leader.
society, most of us don't have names, just so you know.
Okay. So, Philanicus, why do you have a name then? What special thing did you do in your life that caused you to have that name, and how you came across it? Never mind. Story for another time, perhaps.
I'm a high-ranking snake. That's why.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm
good.
a snake princess.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you, Your Majesty?
Royalty. You see.
Yeah. Why don't you climb? You don't need to slither on the ground. Come up here.
There's my
and
dad
just
over there. Hello there. I'm the king of the snakes.
Okay. All right.
Of the kiwi trees.
I'll offer to carry the direct family line
Welcome to
on
my
each of-
kingdom.
Yes. Okay.
Tell
great.
your humility that the king is always looking for new subjects. Perhaps you would like to be my court wizard.
Okay. I'll pass this on. He wants to know if you'd like to be a court wizard for his kingdom.
well, I think it is more important now that I defeat whatever is consuming these souls so that we may sacrifice them to the night serpent. And you should also remind your friends that they are servants of Dendar as well. And while beautiful, beautiful creatures are lower than the Yonti.
Okay, and translate to the king like, yeah, sure, she'd love to be a part of your kingdom.
Well done. Well, let's go. Nothing can stop us in all our serpentine glory.
Excellent.
All right, so
All right, we're gonna go.
So you want the horde of snakes to follow you or be in
Can
front?
they, curl around me so that I'm, a giant snake person and humility's, on top?
Yeah. Like a snake throne that moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. They make a snake throne that moves. Okay. So you travel through. It's raining all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get into a hilly area. Okay. Sheets of rain. All right.
Yep.
The rain continues. Sometimes it falls in sheets, like I said. Other times it dwindles to a drizzle, only to start back up again. The rain seeps into everything, dripping off the leaves and turning the soil into slippery mud. You hear a rumbling on the slope above you, and the ground starts to shake slightly. The source of the rumbling is not a dinosaur, but a great brown wave of mud, rocks, and dirt sliding down the hill. It is bending trees, flooding over stones, and carrying all number of plants with it. Worst of all, it's coming directly toward you. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, 20. Okay, what did Ramrod get?
7.
7 for Ramrod. What about Missile?
15.
15 for missile. What about humility?
18.
18 for humility. And what about the Zavagor?
6.
A cool 6 for Zavagor. That means the mudslide goes first. It's about 150 feet away. It crumbles 50 feet closer, and trees shake, but most of them stay standing. You see all manner of foliage and jungle stuff just taken up by the mudslide. And it's coming right for you, and it's extremely wide, and you're right in the middle of it. And you're on a hill, so it's kind of coming down this way.
Yeah, where's the hill lead to? Like if we were to go down into the bottom of it.
You just
like...
see jungle. It's hard to see too far, especially with the rain.
There...
Also, this rain is making everything really slippery.
Yeah. Is there any kind of outcropping or something that looks like it would survive the mudslide and give us a bit of shelter as the mud went past?
You don't see any outcroppings, no. So, all right, first up is humility. All the snakes are around you.
I am going to say mush and try to get the snakes to slither faster away from this mudslide.
So you're going to try to go down and away, or you're going to try to sideways?
Oh, probably sideways in a way to get out of the way.
Right.
Can my snakes kind of, I don't know how many there are. There were a lot of them, right? Can they, like, flatten into more of a carpet shape that picks up everybody?
You could, I guess, yeah.
I shout some version of that to Mistletoe, who can actually speak to them and give clearer instructions.
I'll just so you know, they're pretty slow.
Oh, the snakes?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I am going to jump off of the snakes and run.
They're like... All right, so
Every snake
as
for
many
itself.
as I can.
Save the royal family!
okay, and
Yeah,
Arms
the
full of
prioritizing the king and the princess.
what would you... Oh, okay. What would you... so what would you like to do? Humility, you want to run...
Oh, yeah, I'm going to grab as many snakes as I can, at least the princess and the king, and then I am going to run across, trying to get out of the way of the mudslide.
So you're going to get your speed of 30, right?
Yes.
So you're going to get 60 feet. Okay. So you run. There's still a lot to outrun, but you get started. So you've 60 feet to the side. All right. Mistletoe. Mudslide. What do you want to do?
Yeah, about how far do we have to get until we're at a place of safety? Like, is it going to be possible
If
at the
you're
rate
running
that it's going?
laterally like she did, it's quite a distance. Like, it's sort of like a football field.
Okay. And the mudslide, like, as far as like an event that's happening, as soon as it goes along, like, how? I guess is there if a person were to say have the spell Misty Step, where they could instantly like ready and teleport beyond to a place they can see 30 feet, could I ready it and wait for the mudslide to hit where I was, then teleport 30 feet upslope and be beyond the mudslide?
Well,
Do you know what I'm saying?
when you say up, I mean it's coming from the up direction. If you mean to the side further, you can, but 30 feet is not going to bring you far enough.
No. What I'm no. I'm saying I want to go back up the hill after the event horizon, if you will, of the mudslide is coming at me. So I'm already beyond. That's what's already fallen.
All right. Here's what you see is it's a very big slide. So even if you teleport at 30, but there are trees that are still standing. So you could teleport onto a tree that's in the slide and has survived.
That's
the mush.
That's survived.
Yeah.
All right. I think what I'll do is I'll go as far laterally as I can with the group running, and then if nothing is good by then, I'll do that trick on a tree.
So you're gonna run with humility?
Yeah, I'll run with humility for now.
Pick up snakes.
I'll pick up snakes.
You do?
I'll pick up snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are...
And the monkey. The monkey's on my back as
And the
well.
monkey?
Yeah.
All right.
All
Ramrod!
wildlife.
Ramrod, what do you want to do? There's a bunch of snakes. 2 people running.
Yeah.
Lateral.
Ramrod is looking at this as an opportunity to try out mud surfing. So he's going to run with those 2 laterally, but he's going to be looking for a really good opportunity for like some like big rock or like a tree that's like large enough to maybe hold him.
There's a lot
so
of,
that
like,
when the opportunity comes, he's going to like run right at it to jump on it and try to like ride out the mudslide.
Yeah, there's a lot of big like leaves, like fronds that are real thick. That looks like they might work for mud surfing.
Perfect. Yeah. So if
as you're running, you're gonna grab
sees
one?
one of those,
Yeah.
he's just going to go like right for it up the hill.
Okay. All right. So as you're running with them, you grab one. Okay.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Zavagor.
I start running with humility and turn to look with my Eldritch Sight at the mudslide. Is it magical?
Mm-mm.
No, just naturally occurring mudslide. Great. I can't think of any other way out of this than just running, following humility. So
you're all running sideways. Okay. So that's the end of round 1. Round 2, the mudslide advances another 50 feet. Now it's 50 feet away from you. Are you all just going to keep running this round?
Is it so it's gonna be at us in a few seconds.
Next round, it's gonna.
Yeah. So, does it seem conceivable that we could outrun it if we continue in this direction?
No.
I might try to climb a tree.
You want to climb a tree?
There's a tree, yeah.
There are many trees. What about the snakes? Can climb the tree on their own, can't they?
I just stuff them into my armor too.
Okay.
If they can't.
Climb a tree. Okay. Climbing a tree requires an athletics check.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead. It's rainy and a little slippery. What?
4.
No! No, you fall prone at the base of the tree, and you take...
Those snakes! Let's climb up.
You take 5 damage. And you cannot move anymore as part of this action.
I just lie there.
Okay, that was... Alright, so humility. What about missile?
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is going to find a tree that looks like it would definitely weather the storm, as it were. I'll Misty Step into the top of it with the snakes and the monkey that I'm holding.
Oh, nice. Okay. So,
And so I'm on top of the tree. And next round, as the mudslide hits, whoever is at the base of the tree who has not yet managed to climb up, I'll Thorn Whip them up.
Okay, how far...
30 feet,
Humility
I think.
is at the base of a tree. Each tree can only hold one person, just so you know. So, do you want to get a tree near her? Because you might be spread out too far for the thorn to work.
Yeah, I'll get a tree near her.
Okay.
That's my plan, so that's what I would have done.
Okay, missile. You teleport into a tree right near Humility. Ramrod, you've got your palm friend. So you just keep running?
Well, it's only, 50 feet above us? I'm going to run up to the mudslide.
Yeah.
Because I got 6 feet to move. And, with my last 10 feet, basically, position myself so that I'm ready to go. So that I'm,
it's going to go before you do, so you should probably try to do it right now.
done.
Okay.
What am I doing?
Let's see if they have notes on surfing the mud. Probably not. All right, go ahead. Just make a acrobatics.
Yeah. All right. 11.
Okay. So you approached it. So you've kind of been able to. You place it and you're on. So for now, you kind of, how when you surf, you're on it and you paddle.
Yeah, I'm like.
And now you're just.
Yeah.
now
Oh,
you feel
yeah.
like,
Okay. Great.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I should have a shark in here so you could jump it. All right. After Ramrod is Zavagor.
Cool. Using my Pact of the Blade, I summon a whip and try and whip myself into a nearby tree and swing myself up to the top of the tree and then climb up.
Roll athletics or acrobatics, and as long as it's not a 1, 2, or 3, you're fine.
Cool. Yeah, I got a 13.
Okay, you're up in the tree. All right, so okay, all right. So that was Zavagor. The snakes. So the snakes freak out and slither up trees, we'll say. Okay, here we go. It's the mudslide's turn. So first, here I... So, Ramrod, make another acrobatics. Would that be athletics also, maybe?
Yeah.
What's kind of would it be? I don't know. Balancing is dexterity, right? So
That's true.
acrobatics.
I feel like it also like engages your core.
23.
You might get some surfers.
You use your core strength. Okay, you rolled a total of 20, right? So you guys see him on a palm frond, and now it's going great, but there are obstacles, right? Because you're going to be passing by trees. So
Excellent.
You might have to do a little.
There's a bullet. There's a bullet instead of a shark. But I have to.
Whoa, that would be so awesome.
All right. All right. So on Humility's turn, you're on the ground. Okay. So that sucks. The mud slides all around you in a fearsome wave. The impact is enough to send you reeling head over heels as the mud envelops you and pushes you down the slope. Please make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Saving. 11.
Okay, that's good enough. Taking restrained character. Okay, so all right, you made your save, so it's washing over you, but you did not get dragged. Now you're sort of trapped in the mudslide. So if you want, you can try to make an athletics check with disadvantage to grab hold of the tree and climb up out of the mud.
Is that my only option, or having seen some of the maneuvers of my allies, could I like take intestines out of my bag and use those as a whip and try to hoist myself up?
Okay. Yes. Make a acrobatics or something. As long as it's not really low, you'll be fine.
Unnatural 20.
Did you say natural 20?
Unnatural.
Natural 20! So, intestines! Clamber. And these are strong intestines that do not snap at all.
Aged.
Yeah. Oh my god. Alright, so you get up. Alright, so now you're in a tree. Now, that's humility. Alright, Mistletoe, you're in a tree, right?
Yep.
Okay, mud arrives. Characters in trees. Make a strength? Or athletics check. The tree's shaking.
I'm not good at that. Let's find out. Ha! 2.
You're shaken out of the tree, and you fall in the mud. Bludgeoning. You take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Gravity, my weakness.
Okay, now... Okay, that's it for right now. I'm doing this wrong, so once we get to the my next turn, we're going to do it right. Alright, so... that was Missile. Ramrod! You're surfing. Mm-hmm. You already made your thing. Are you doing anything special?
So I'm going to surf, if I still have time, I'm going to surf towards the intestines hanging from the tree so that I can try to, like, grab and swing.
Okay.
To, just because I don't want to keep going with the mudslide forever, so.
Okay. So, yeah, make another acrobatics.
All right. Come on, acrobatics. Oh, that's only a 7.
Oh, okay. So you're getting there, and we'll find out what happens in a minute.
Oh, man. Right.
The snake's there in the tree. Okay, now we're gonna find out what happens. Okay, so okay, this section everybody's gonna have to make their checks, and then you'll go and do your thing. Okay. So let's see. You're in the mud, and you were shaky. So go make one more. Is it Ramrod? Make one more surfing check.
Surfing check. I've added that skill to my sheet. Surfing. 19.
You're surfing fine. You're very close to the intestine, so on your turn, you can try to grab it and climb it. Okay, now, Toe fell out of the tree, right?
Yep.
Okay, so make a strength saving throw.
4.
You are knocked prone. You're swept 50 feet downhill, and you take 1 point of damage.
Oh.
You guys see poor Toe. He gets dragged way down the hill. Humility, you're in the tree, right? Make a. This tree is shaking, so make an athletics check.
17.
You are fine. And Zab, you're in a tree too, right?
Sure am.
Make it athletics.
Deal. It is 17.
You're in the tree as well. Okay, so now actual turns. Humility, what do you want to do on your turn? You're in a tree. You're safe. You see Toe 50
I'd
feet
like
down.
to make sure the king and princess snake are okay. Are they in this tree?
Yeah.
I was carrying them. Okay. And then I'd like to command the snakes to kind of like use their bodies and help coil me to the tree, so I have an easier time staying in it.
No, good idea. Okay. All right. After humility is Mistletoe. All right, Missile. So you're in the mud. On your turn, you can spend an action to make an athletics check at disadvantage to grab hold of a tree and climb out of the mud. Or if you have some other idea, you could do that too.
I do have another idea. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave and blow all this mud away from me.
Yeah, okay. You're dragged down. Kablam! So like 15 feet radius, right?
Yeah.
There's a huge mud hole.
And then I'll use that opportunity to hop onto the nearest tree and cling to it.
Okay, so make a...
Scuttle up with my movement.
Alright, make a... athletics check.
Natural 1.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Alright. So,
It's okay, we continue this.
Alright, so, boom! You clear the mud, but the mud's closing in on you. Alright, that was the Toe. Ramrod, you're surfing. Right at the intestines. So you're gonna try to grab on? What do you want to do?
I was going to, but I'm seeing that Mistletoe's in a little bit of trouble. I think he can take care of himself, though. I have faith in Mistletoe. So yeah, I'm going to grab onto the intestines and just let the pod go surfing down as I swing over the mudslide.
Okay, make I don't know, acrobatics. Wait, was athletics?
Athletics? That's a 20.
Oh, okay. So here's what happens: you surf, you grab on, right? In your momentum, you swing, and then you realize this tree can't hold both of you as you surf.
Oh!
You hear a snapping noise. What do you want to do?
No.
Do I have enough time as I let go to land back on my...
Yeah! Make it acrobatics.
I'm tied to the tree with snakes.
Sorry, new friend. Well, I might not be out of the woods myself. I've got an 8.
Oh no! So you swing, snap, snap. Oh, you're like, oh, yeah. And so your thing is still skimming along, but you land in the mud.
Okay.
Okay, so that was Ramrod. Zavagor, you're in a tree, right? Did I do you?
Yes,
already?
I am. So I am going to pack to the blade my whip away and bring up a spear. And it says I can throw that 60 feet. So I'm going to try and chuck that over to where like Mistletoe is and like lodge it into the ground so we have something to like grab onto, hopefully.
Okay.
Or like into a tree or
Yeah,
something.
into the
Into the
side
tree
of the
he's trying to
tree.
climb up. Let's try that.
All right. Do you have to roll a hit for that, or is that a what is that? How does that work?
I mean, you tell me. I'm
Is it a
throwing a
save-
spear at a tree.
Is it a saving throw or a spell, or is it just like you have a spear and you throw it? And
No, it's just, yeah, I just have a spear.
Okay, so just roll the hit.
Okay. 18.
Okay, Mistletoe. You're in the mud. It's closing in on you. Right in front of you.
Yep.
There's a
Yep.
spear. Perfectly
Yep.
placed. All right. Mudslide time. Okay, so Ramrod, you're in the mudslide. Make a strength saving throw.
Got it. 15.
You made it, so you don't lose any ground or take damage. Mistletoe, the mud's coming at you. Make a strength saving throw.
New dice. 14.
You grab onto the spear, and you are
Cool.
all right. Let's see. Humility's tied to the tree. Now they actually have rules for that.
Tied to the broken, snapped tree.
It
I'm
was
coming at the
snapping.
mud.
It was snapping, but you
All but I let go.
tie yourself to a tree and gain advantage on this check. So you can make a strength check, athletics check with advantage to stay on the tree.
16.
You made it? Okay. And Zavagor, you're in a tree, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and
Another
make-
athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
Great. I got... Dose.
Oh, you
2.
fall in. All right, so make a strength save.
Strength save. Okay.
You took 1 point of damage.
Okay. 13.
Okay, but you're able to hold on, and you don't get dragged down any further. So you're right by your tree. Okay. Now we go to turns. Humility. You're a snake tied to a tree. You just watched Ramrod
Try to sabotage my tree, and I
Doing-
will remember that.
do an Indiana Jones stunt show on your tree.
Is my tree still in danger of breaking, or...
Yeah, it looks like you got 1 or 2 more rounds of mudslide, and then it'll calm down
Oh.
for you.
Okay. Well then, and is everyone else in a tree, or Ramrod is not?
Ramrod's not, Mistletoe's not, and Zavagor's not.
Okay. I am going to wiggle one of my arms free, and I have a harp on my back, and I will strike it. Everyone will note it is incredibly out of tune. And I will shout at Mistletoe that he must stay up because the snakes like him, and it's how I can talk to them. I will bardically inspire him. It is a D6.
Ooh, so that gives him an extra
Okay.
D6 on his check?
Yeah.
All right, so that was humility. Mistletoe, you are
Yep.
inspired by this cord
Yes.
justice.
Can you tell me where I am in relation to my other 2 companions who are not in trees right now?
You were dragged 50 feet, so you're 50
Yeah.
feet away from Zavagor and humility,
Okay.
but you've got your buddy Ramrod kind of right near you. And his
Right near
surfboard
me.
is right near you, too.
He's right near me.
He's coming right at you, pretty much, you know.
Okay.
Hey!
So, yeah. So with my... okay, so first thing I'm going to do my movement up the tree with the Bardic Inspiration,
All right,
if
so
need
that's
be. Because I can...
It's, I think
And I've got the
it's-
spear that's already I'm using to hoist myself up as well. It was perfectly placed. So is there any bonus I get for that?
Yeah, so usually it's at disadvantage, but I'll just say it's a straight roll this time. So
Okay.
athletics to get up on the
Athletics.
tree, and you've got Bardic Inspiring.
If I've got up 3, is there any chance or worthwhileness of using my Bardic Inspiration at this point?
Oh, does it go
Because-
away after 1 round, or can you keep it?
It stays
I can-
for
I don't have to
like
use-
10 minutes.
Yeah, I can keep it
So you save
later
it?
on. That's just so I'm not making any progress. So I'm going to do my backup action for this round, which is I'm going to cast Gust of Wind and direct it directly at the mudslide in front of me for 60 feet. I'm going to try to aim it towards Zavagor up the slope so that it creates this funnel where even if he were to lose his grip, he's being pushed back towards his own tree
all
as
right.
well. And I'm kind of parting the sea of mud. I'm sorry, Ramrod. I would have wanted to kind of get you
How wide is
but-
it?
10 feet, 60-foot line.
Okay. So, all right. So that was Mistletoe. All right, Ramrod. Right next to you is a wind tunnel, and your surfboard is very close. There's an extra bunch of mud kind of slopping on. So, what would you like to do?
So safe wind tunnel or surfboard. Surfboard. I go for the surfboard. Whatever I have to do to get at the surfboard, I want to get back on the surfboard.
Okay, it's swimming, sort of, right? So, swimming athletics, I think it is. So,
Athletics.
athletics check.
10.
That's okay. All right. So you get to your surfboard, and what did you want to do?
Just get back on it.
Okay, so make a. I don't know.
You
Acrobatics.
gotta do the whole surfer thing where you gotta
Yeah, go ahead,
up
go
on
ahead.
your knees and
So go ahead, make a
acrobat,
acrobatic.
surf check. 18.
You are on, and you're very close to the wind tunnel. So. All right. So you're kind of like, you know how
Yeah.
his wind is slopping mud to the side. You can kind of ride that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna prepare to do like the whole like what's the Winter Olympics event where they go like, you know, with the
Slalom?
sides and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh no, the half pipe. Yeah.
Yeah, the half pipe. I'm gonna half pipe the wind tunnel, I think.
All right, Zav, you're in a wind tunnel. There's a wall of mud like in front of you, like, but you have a safe. If there was a slip and slide and there was no wind, you could just zoom right down there. And you're right by a tree. You want to try to climb, Zav?
I mean, there's still mud coming down,
It's going around you because you're in the wind tunnel.
but like the mudslide is still happening where I am.
Yeah.
This thing was lasting forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to leave Yanti all by herself, so I'm just gonna climb up the tree again.
Okay, go ahead and make a athletics.
Okay.
I have like 16 snakes. I'm good.
No matter how this ends up, she's fine. 7.
Oh, okay, but you're in the wind tunnel, so you don't go anywhere. The wind is actually making it hard for you to climb, I guess. So you're like wind. Like, okay. So, all right. So let's do one more mudslide thing, just to because we're pretty much out of time. So the mudslide. Let's see. So Ramrod, you're surfing. So the mudslide is getting ready to abate. So how do you want to
Make it good.
What do you want to do?
Whatever I can do to spectacularly end my surfing. I want to do like I want to surf into the wind tunnel, use it as a half pipe, and try to do like a flip and land it safely.
All right. Make it acrobatics.
Come on. Oh, that's a big old 7.
You gave me a Christmas present. So you have advantage.
Oh, come on, Christmas present. That's a 6.
Bribery works. Oh.
Well, bah humbug, Christmas. Children, let this be a lesson. Never buy your DM Christmas presents because it doesn't help.
I can't think of any way to cheat. Toe. All right. Toe, are you up a tree? I don't remember.
No, I'm not. I'm maintaining the gust of wind. I can probably
right.
maintain it for an entire
Right.
minute. So I can angle and move while this is happening and it follows. So if he wipes out, I can kind of go and move the wind tunnel with me to make sure he doesn't fall down the rest of the slope.
Is the
I
wind
think.
strong enough for him to surf the wind?
No, it's not strong enough that like people who make successful strength saves are not blown back. So I mean, it's a level 2 spell. You tell me.
If you're moving your gust of wind slightly to clear it so he doesn't fall in the mud, then I think he can make one more check to
Sure.
surf the mud for Christmas.
Yes, for Christmas.
17.
It's a Christmas miracle! All right, so what do? You
Children, buy your DM Christmas presents.
so you how's your trick go?
Yeah, so he hits the wind tunnel and he does like a triple flip, but it looks like all awkward. But somehow, thanks to Mistletoe's maneuver,
I just move the wind slightly.
he just lands confidently in the middle of the wind tunnel on his surfboard and puts his hands at his hips and
Okay.
acts
You
as if
should all
it was
try
all
to end it
planned.
at a pose in the wind thing. Zavagor, what do you want to do? Do you want to try to end it in a pose? Down
I just
by
clap. Trying. I mean, I just stay in the wind tunnel, I think.
there? Do you want to try like jumping from tree to tree, and then landing next to him with a flip or something?
Yeah, totally.
All right, just make
My
an,
pack of the blade whip.
make
Why
an,
not?
Make an athletics.
It is 4.
But you have advantage because it's
Oh man,
Christmas
Great.
in a few weeks.
That's an 8.
Okay, humility. You see Zavagor trying an awesome maneuver. You've got that dangling intestine rope. It's very near him. And it seems like if you could time it just right, you could swing on the intestines, grab him, and you could all land in an epic pose in the wind.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah! Okay, go ahead. I don't know.
roll is this?
Acrobatics or something, athletics, whatever. Some one of those.
11.
pretty good. We'll do it again with a Guild Adept bonus. So go ahead, you have advantage. So roll again.
20.
Yeah! Look at that! Alright. So you swing on the intestines. You grab Zavagor. You guys all land in an awesome pose while Mistletoe's making the wind so you look cool. So, like, what's the final pose?
Our hair is blowing.
Yeah. So, what's the final pose look like?
I don't know. For me, it's just that.
Yeah, for me, it's like.
You like Charlie's Angels?
Nice.
What about Zavagor?
Yeah, he's like kneeling down in between them with his spear and like fire coming out of his shoulder eyes, nonsensically.
Yes. Yes.
And maybe it's raining snakes on you.
Oh,
Snakes everywhere.
dang.
Yeah!
Freeze frame.
All right.
Done.
All right, produced by. Okay, so we'll stop there, and next time we'll do more jungle stuff, or get to Cure Sabal probably.